Damn it. Didn't have the mic on the whole time, man. That's crazy. Well, you know what I'm here for. I'm here reading the magic. This is getting it together. This is for me. This is my live journaling. And it's an interesting morning, man. Interesting morning. I'm reading the magic, and while reading it, I'm reading it for the purpose of implementing more and more gratitude in my life to help dispel negativity. I just got done saying all this while the mic was off, so I'm not going to say all of it all over again. Sorry. But what I was getting to is that I did my gratitude journaling this morning, which is one of the practices, is to write 10 things that you're grateful for. And after you write the 10 things you're grateful for, you say thank you 3 times out loud, and you really feel it when you say thank you. So I thought this morning's was interesting. I started doing this on the treadmill as I do the walking portion of my workout in the morning. So I did these this morning, and my 10 from this morning are: I'm grateful for genuine love in my life because it makes me want to connect with other humans. Of course, I did my thank yous as I read them back, but I don't know, this morning's felt interesting to me, especially since today is, February 14th. Second one, I'm grateful for utilities being on because they enable us to continue working toward our dreams conveniently. 3, I'm grateful for the money we're receiving because it helps relieve me of my guilt for being irresponsible. 4, I'm grateful for this home because it provides us with shelter, warmth, and a place to evolve and heal privately. 5, I'm grateful for all of the well-intentioned beings in my life because they help motivate me to do for others. 6, I'm grateful for the not so well-intentioned people in my life because they help me realize there are more people out here who need love similar to that I receive. 7, I'm grateful for technology because it grants me the ability to connect with inspiring, encouraging souls across the globe. 8, I'm grateful for the ability I have to see things from many perspectives because it grants me a rare ability to connect with a wide variety of people. 9, I'm grateful for my lessons on gratitude because they're helping me see existence from a new angle. And 10, I'm grateful for water because it keeps me alive and makes me feel better. So I don't know, this is just an interesting one for some reason. It didn't have any explicit people in, and it didn't go deep in about a whole bunch of specifics, but to me it felt like love was the theme on there, which is kind of cool. But getting into today's chapter on the magic, we are on, well, I'll clean these first and let you know. But I'll talk about my morning real quick while I'm at this. So I did my gratitude journaling while on the treadmill. That's the second thing I do in the morning. First thing I do, besides getting up and, using the restroom or whatever, brush my teeth, wash my face a little bit, get some water on my face, is an asana, 3 asanas, 3 repetitions of the same asana. I'm not sure how to pronounce that or how to say that. It's I do what's called Sun Salutation A. It's an asana that Yani taught me, a yoga asana Yani taught me. So I did my 3 sun sals, as we say, jumped on the treadmill, then sat down to meditate this morning. And I'll be honest, man, I couldn't focus well on the meditation. Today's was supposed to be to focus on emotions, and I had lost focus on what she was talking about before she even got to the part about emotions. I rewound and tried to focus on her again, but my mind was just swimming. My mind was everywhere. So this is one of the things that makes me feel like, yeah, you got ADHD, bro. And it's not something new that happened because of social media. It's because I think it's something I've always had when I look back now, all the way back to childhood, man. Especially college. I think college was when the first signs, like when it was starting to become undeniable. But then again, back then in college and coming out of high school, I was drinking and smoking pretty heavily too. So who's to say that didn't play a role in it, right? Ew. All right, so we're on day 17 in the book. The magic check. In the magical universe, there are no coincidences and there are no accidents. Nothing happens unless someone wills it to happen. William S. Burroughs, writer and poet, 1914 to 1997. 97. That's interesting. It's an interesting year. When you direct gratitude's magical power toward any negative condition, a new condition is created, eliminating the old condition. That means when you get yourself to the place where you feel grateful for money more than you feel a lack of money, a new condition is created, eliminating the lack of money and magically replacing it with more money. All bad feelings about money push away from you and reduce the amount of money in your life. And every time you feel bad about money, you reduce it a little bit more. If you have feelings about money like envy, disappointment, worry, or fear, you cannot receive more. The law of attraction says that like attracts like. So if you feel disappointed that you don't have enough money, you will receive more disappointing circumstances of not having enough money. If you are worried about money, you will receive more worrying situations about money. If you feel fearful about the state of your money, then you must receive more situations that will continue to make you fearful about money. This is one of those places where my internal dialogue is going crazy, to be honest. My internal dialogue is like, bruh, how do you change the way you feel? Feelings are emotions, right? As far as I know, you watch emotions and you pay attention to them, but controlling them and changing the way you feel about something, that's an interesting concept to me. It's kind of hard to grasp for me, to be honest. But I'm taking this in, I'm reading the book, and I'm checking out the author's perspective on things, seeing if that will cause some sort of shift in the way I see things. However difficult it may be, you have to ignore your current situation and any lack of money you may be currently experiencing. And gratitude is the guaranteed way for you to do that. You can't be grateful for money and disappointed about money at the same time. You can't be thinking grateful thoughts about money and have worried thoughts about money at the same time. Nor can you be grateful for money and have fearful thoughts about money at the same time. When you're grateful for money, not only do you stop the negative thoughts and feelings that push money away from you, you're doing the very thing that brings more money to you. When you've already practiced gratitude for the money you have received and continue to receive, you've already practiced gratitude for the money you have received and continue to receive. So before you use gratitude's magical power for the money you want, you need to understand the various ways and avenues that money or riches could come into your life, because if you're not grateful each time your riches or money increase, you will stop the abundance from flowing to you. Money can come to you through receiving an unexpected check, an increase in salary, a lottery win, a tax refund, or an unanticipated gift of money from someone. Your money can also increase when someone else spontaneously picks up the tab for coffee, lunch, or dinner, when you're about to purchase an item or you discover it has been discounted, when there's a money-back offer on a purchase, or when someone gives you a gift of something you need to buy. The end result of every one of these circumstances is that you have more money. So whenever a situation arises, ask yourself, does this circumstance mean that I have more money? Because if it does, you need to be very grateful for the money you're receiving through that circumstance. If you tell a friend you're about to buy an item and the friend offers to lend or give you the very item because they don't use it, or if you're planning to travel and you hear about a discounted special that you end up taking, or if your lending institution lowers their interest rate, or a service provider offers you a far better package, your money magically increased through the saving of money. Are you getting the idea of the unlimited situations where you can receive money? Most likely, you've experienced some of these situations in the past, and whether you realize it or not at the time, they occurred because you attracted them. But when gratitude is your way of life, you attract magical situations all the time. Many people call it good luck, but it's not luck at all. It's universal law. Any circumstance that results in you having more money or receiving something that costs money as a result of your gratitude, you'll feel joy in knowing that you did it. And when you combine your joy with your gratitude, you have a real magnetic force that will keep attracting more and more abundance. When I arrived in the United States several years ago, I arrived with 2 suitcases. I worked in a bare bones apartment with my computer on my lap. I didn't have a car, and I mostly walked everywhere. But I was grateful for everything. I was grateful to be in the United States. I was grateful for the work I was doing. I was grateful for the bare bones apartment with its 4 plates, 4 knives, 4 forks, and 4 spoons. I was grateful that I could walk to most places, and I was grateful that there was a taxi stand right across the street. Then something incredible happened. A person I knew decided to gift me a driver and a car for a few months. Other than my computer, I was living with the most basic material things to survive, and then suddenly I had my own personal driver and car. I was grateful, so I was given more. And that is exactly how the magic happens with gratitude. Today's magical practice for the money you want to receive has brought astounding results to many people. At the end of this practice, you will find a blank magic check from the gratitude bank of the universe, and you're going to write out the magic check to yourself. Fill in the amount of money you want to receive along with your name and today's date. Choose a specific amount of money for one thing you really want, because you will be able to feel more gratitude for the money when you know what you're going to spend the money on. Money is a means for what you want, but it's not the end result. So if you just thought about money per se, you wouldn't be able to feel as much gratitude. When you imagine getting the things you really want and doing the things you really want to do, you will feel far more gratitude than if you were just being grateful for money. You can photocopy or scan the magic check from the book. You can also get an abundance of the blank magic checks from www.thesecret.tv/magiccheck. If you want, you can start with a smaller amount on your first magic check, and after you receive the smaller amount, you can keep increasing the amounts on your next checks. The benefit of starting with a smaller amount is that when you magically receive it, it will know that you did it. When you magically receive it, you will know that you did it. You will know absolutely that the magic of gratitude worked, and the gratitude and joy you feel will make bigger amounts believable to you. Once you've filled in the details of the magic check, hold the check in your hands and think about the specific thing you want the money for. Get a picture in your mind and visualize yourself actually using the money to get the very thing you want, and put as much excitement and gratitude into it as you can. Maybe you want the money for a new pair of shoes, a computer, or a new bed. So picture yourself actually buying what you want in the store. If you would purchase what you want online, then picture yourself receiving the delivery so you feel excitement and gratitude. You might want the money to travel overseas or for your child's college education, so imagine buying your airplane ticket or opening a college bank account and feel as happy and grateful as if you really received it. After you've completed these steps, take the magic check with you today, or put it in a place where you will see it often. On at least 2 more occasions during the day, take the magic check in your hands, picture yourself actually using the money for what you wanted, and feel as grateful and as excited as you can, as though you were really doing it. If you want, you can do it more times in the day. As with any other magical practice, you can't do it too often. At the end of the day, either keep your magic check where you had it, or put it in another prominent place where you will see it daily. You could put it in your bathroom mirror, your refrigerator, underneath your magic rock, in your car or wallet, or in the background of your computer. Anytime you see your magic check, feel as though you've received the money, and be grateful that now you can have or do what you want. When you've received the money on your magic check, if you receive the item you wanted to spend the money on in another magical way, replace the check with a new amount for something else that you really want, and continue with the magic check practice as long as you want. Magic practice number 17, the magic check. 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, fill in your magic check with the amount of money you want to receive along with your name and today's date. Number 3, hold your magic check in your hands and imagine purchasing the specific thing you want the money for. Feel as happy and grateful as you can that you have received it. Number 4, take the magic check with you today or put it in a place where you will see it often. On at least 2 more occasions, take the check in your hands, picture yourself using the money for what you want, and feel as grateful as though you were really doing it. Number 5, at the end of today, keep your magic check in a prominent place where you will see it daily. When you've received the money on your check, or if you receive the item you wanted to spend the money on, replace the check with a new amount for something else you want, and repeat steps 2 through 4. Number 6, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day. Then there's a photocopy of the check after that. I'd say this one right here, this chapter, I felt a lot of resistance the whole way through. To be honest, I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's just the vibe I'm in today, or not. Like I said, I couldn't focus on the meditation earlier today. Maybe that's a sign or something. I definitely didn't hold my magic rock last night. Maybe I'm off balance because of that. Or it could be something else. Who knows? I don't have the answers for it right now, but I'm just, giving my honest, genuine thoughts and feelings in real time here, because this is supposed to be a near real time documentary, what I'm doing here, right? And my inner voice is just yelling at this chapter, like calling this all types of ridiculous. But at the same time, I'm thinking about a lot of the people who were successful, who've done things similar to what's described here. For example, Jim Carrey, when he was broke, he said he wrote himself a check for some amount, and he magically received that amount at some point in time. I forget the whole story, but hearing stories like that are the things that make me curious and make me wonder. And you'll have 1,000 people with 1,000 different viewpoints on these things. None of us can speak to it with any form of any sort of confidence like Jim Carrey could. But yeah, man, I feel like today is just going to be an interesting day. It feels like it's starting interesting. I definitely did my morning routine, started my day without tech. Actually, no, I responded to it. I was too tired to get up early, so I did respond to a couple DMs early on. Didn't do any scrolling or anything, but still opened up the phone. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I should have started my day without touching the phone at all. We'll see. Tomorrow we'll start without touching again. We reboot tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. We're working on breaking habits, right? And creating new habits. So we will see. I appreciate you spending time with me today. Hope you got something out of the book. I will holler at you later. Peace, peace, peace.